Hello, everybody. This is Ryu Sensei, and welcome to 10 Minutes Japanese, the easy language 10 Minutes Japanese. My name's Ryu Sensei. I've lived in Japan for about 30 years, and I'll be doing daily live streams on teaching English and Japanese. Today's topic will be Japanese introductions, basic and business means formal. But before that, let me just throw in a little commercial here in the chat. Here, I'll put it in once more in case you can't see it. Is some links to our homepage, and you can have lessons online with me. Also, please subscribe, and you'll get updated with future live streams. Today, I'll be talking about business and Japanese basic and business introductions, and business really means formal introductions. And so before I get into that, I just want to iterate what perspective I'm coming from. A basic introduction. These are introductions where you're introducing yourself to somebody and for the first time. Okay, so it'll be like, how do you do? How do you do? My name's John Doe. My name's Mike Smith. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Now, for a long time, I told many of my students, how do you do? There's no answer. You just reply, how do you do? But I find some people from other English-speaking countries in Europe, when you say, how do you do? They say, oh, I'm fine, thank you. But for today's case, it'll be in Japanese, how do you do? How do you do? And then the formal structure of that. So let's get into this. Now, first, with our basic introductions, I have it up here in Japanese, and I realize that maybe some people can't read the hiragana, the phonetic sets, or the Chinese characters, so I put the first one down here. The A-san says hajime mashite, and B-san just replies hajime mashite. And again, even in English, like somebody might say, all the sentences in one shot. Oh, how do you do? My name's John Smith. Nice to meet you. And in Japan, that could happen too. But for our sake, here, let me see if I can get myself in here too. And just a minute here. What do we got? Oh, it's down there. Here, I'm down there. Let's put this up there. And you can't see me. How about this one? There we go. Yeah. Hi. Okay. So again, first, if you can't read the hiragana, we have the Chinese character, and above that, there's the hiragana phonetic set. For people who can't read the Chinese characters but can read the hiragana, this is useful. This is called furigana. And furi means to put on or spread on. And furigana no gana is kana, which is the phonetic set. So it says hajime mashite, and this means first time or first thing, and it's when you first greet somebody. So I'll say hajime mashite, and you can be B, and you reply hajime mashite. All right, here we go. Hajime mashite. Hajime mashite. Great. Now next, you say your name, and in this case, we're just saying I am and so and so. For example, usually you'll say your last name. So my name's Ryu Miyamoto. My last name's Miyamoto. So I would say watashi wa Miyamoto desu here. And let me put down the oh, I don't have it in here, do I? I thought I had it in here. This next character for me or I is watashi. Watashi. Watashi wa and Miyamoto desu. And then if your name was Smith, you could say watashi wa Smitsu desu. Now, the last part, A and B, it says Yoroshiku, and I do have the one for that. Yoroshiku Onegaishimasu. And, this means just I'm in your favor in the future, something like that, or please be kind to me. But really, it's nice to meet you, okay? So you'd say Yoroshiku Onegaishimasu. Or if somebody says it first, then next you say kochira koso. Then kochira means here, or in this case me. Koso means also, too. So, こちらこそよろしくお願いします. Okay, so this is the standard basic one. But again, somebody just might say, はじめまして、私は宮本です。よろしくお願いします. And they might say it all at once. So in that case, you don't need to say はじめまして. You could just say your name. 私はスミスです. And then こちらこそよろしくお願いします. Okay. Now, let's say you're introducing somebody, and again, こちら means in English we might say this is John or this is Mary, but in Japanese this is technically kore. And for people, when you never say that because it's like an object, it's like saying it is Mary. Okay, this thing is Mary. So they use the word kochira, which is more polite and correct. So you say kochira wa Mary desu, and then Mary might say hajime mashite yoroshiku. So when you introduce people to, you can use the same one. Okay, so next let's move on to the more formal version. And really it's the same pattern, but in business or kind of a formal situation, when you're trying to sell somebody or you're negotiating and stuff, and you meet somebody for the first time for another company, it changed the vernacular just a little bit. Now, the first part I put the same, hajime mashite, okay? And then the next sentence, the same, watashi wa maru maru to moshimasu. And let's see here, I have the Romanized version of that here. To moshimasu. You can see it says mo. Don't say mouse. Moushimasu. This is mo. Often you'll have a o after o. There's a u, and you really don't just hear the u sound. If you said it really slowly, it would be mo u shimasu. But it sounds more like it's extended mo shimasu. Okay, so this is this word mosu or moshimasu means I am called, actually, and it also means to speak. This character, this is used in many things. For example, application, or to apply for something, or to ask for something. And on the phone too, people will say moshi moshi is the correct way to answer the phone, moshi moshi. And if somebody's not listening to you, you're speaking to them, you might say moshi moshi, like hello, like that. So here, A says, watashi wa maru maru to moshimasu, and B says, watashi wa nani nani to moshimasu. And then the same yoroshiku, but it's changed here a little. Onegaishimasu, I changed to itashimasu, which is a much more formal version. Okay. So in a casual setting, this probably wouldn't be appropriate. It might be too polite. And when you're too polite in Japan, it means you don't like somebody. But in a business situation, especially, or kind of a formal situation, let's say, I don't know, you're meeting your girlfriend's dad and you're planning to propose, something like that, then you might use this. Now, I do use this on the phone all the time. And let's go back to where you say your name. Watashi wa maru maru to moshimasu. In here in business, you can put in the company. By the way, I didn't put that in there. Itashimasu is like this. Itashimasu. Don't say Aitashi. Not Aitashi. Itashi. Okay. Companies have really three types in Japan. There's G-Eigyo, which is just a private business, and you register at the tax office as a private proprietorship. Or there's incorporated, which is Yugen Gaisha. This really means limited company. And then there is Kabushiki Gaisha, and this really means stock company, a company with stocks. And now the Yugen Gaisha system, the incorporated system, has been eliminated, apparently. It used to be you needed $30,000 in the bank, and then you would register as an incorporated company, and $100,000 in the bank to register as a stock corporation. But they have eliminated the limited liability, and the rumor I heard was you could start a corporation with just 1 cent, 1 yen. So I don't know how that is, but often you'll use the company's name and then the word no, which means something's something. For example, Watashi no pen means my pen. So I might say I'm from ABC Company. I could say Watashi wa Yugen Gaisha Nani Nani to Moshimasu. Actually, I also operate a children's English school, and we are incorporated. And often when I call people on the phone, they call them back about the trial lessons, and it's the first time I've spoken to them. I'll say Moshi Moshi, Kochira wa means here. Kochira wa, this is because it's on the phone. Kochira wa Yugen Gaisha no Miyamoto to moshimasu. And then at the end, I'll explain the system, confirm the reservation, and then I'll say thank you, and we'll see you then. And I might say, especially in emails, Yoroshiku Onegai Itashimasu, rather than Yoroshiku Onegaishimasu. Yoroshiku Onegai Itashimasu at the end of emails, especially. So this will be the more formal version. Now, let's see here. What I'm going to talk about. Nobody has any questions, I'm wondering. If you have any questions, go ahead and type it in. I'd love to answer it. The only other thing I can say about this is a word, kudasai means please, like denwa shite kudasai. Denwa o shite kudasai. It means please call me. And again, some situations that's appropriate, but actually, kudasai, I was told, is a direct command. And the real request would be kudasai mase. Kudasai mase at the end, mase. Just kudasai means really please do it, or it could be by the tone of your voice interpreted as do it. But kudasai mase means, I respectfully request you to do it. So that would be the appropriate way to do that. Now, this week, I'm going to be doing live streams every day, 10 minutes to 15 minutes. If people have questions, you can leave a comment, leave it in the comment section, or during the live stream, you can do it. Tomorrow will be a 1-point lesson for English, and I'll be explaining most of that in Japanese. So for those of you who want to study Japanese, that might be a good chance to, as a listening practice. I'll be talking about the vowels A, pronounced A, and O, pronounced A, and U, pronounced A, which causes a lot of complications and confusion in Japan because they only have the A sound, ka or sa or ta. They don't have like cat, like cat, or the short U sound like ah. So I'll be explaining all that, most of that in Japanese, and giving some pronunciation examples. But that would be a great practice for people learning Japanese. Again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow on Facebook. These live streams are always multi-streamed to, let's see here, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, I have it going to Daily Motion, but I don't think it works. And a couple other like gaming platforms. Twitch is also there, and I plan to add. So if you're following any of those, also we have an Instagram account, and sometimes live streams will be put up there. So again, everybody, thank you very much for coming to watch, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.